Welcome on to another episode of Top 10 Videos. Now, itchy. Now, San Diego Comic-Con is coming up soon, and we're gonna get some more information on the upcoming game. The upcoming game, it's like about free Beyond Gotham. So they're gonna give us some news about that, and probably even some new characters. They're probably gonna because there has to be some new character reveals. So I thought I'd put together a list of characters I think that should, I would want in LEGO Batman. So these are the top 10 characters we need for LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Number 10 on the list is Blue Beetle. Now if you know Blue Beetle, you know there's about 3 different Blue Beetles. So which one do I mean? I mean the third incarnation. The first one I forget what his name is. Like he was like a sort of a police officer kind of guy. Second one was Ted Gord, and the third one was Jaime Reyes. Yes, I think Blue Beetle would be an awesome character to have. Like Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes has something called the Scarab attached to his back. And now the Scarab will puts a giant armor around his body, so it gives him the ability to fly in strength. But he also could do stuff he can also turn his hands into blasters and shoot stuff. He also turn into a sonic blaster. Those are the ones I remember he would usually. Those are the ones I know he would usually use in comics, I believe. But I remember in Batman Brave and the Bold, he had a number of other weapons he could make, like a giant hammer, a ball with spikes. His fingers could become razor blades, and he has laser cannons on his shoulders and they shields. I think the weapons he would, if he was in the game, I think the weapons they would give him would mainly be his blasters, a sonic blaster, a shield, and his cannon blasters. Those would be more the Blue Beetle we know in comics, and using a giant hammer. Well, I'm not sure if he does use a giant hammer in the comics now. I'm not keeping up with Blue Beetle's comics, but yeah. So, I think would also be a cool mechanic like how Peter Parker does in Marvel Superheroes. How if you hold Y, he can turn into Peter Parker. For Blue Beetle, you can hold Y, and the scarab and the arm would detach itself onto the scarab, and we could see the scarab on the back. We would either see the scarab on the back, or it would be inside his. It would be he'd be wearing a shirt, so we wouldn't be able to see it. So yeah, but still, it might be a cool can also if when you pulled Y, turn back into Blue Beetle, he would turn into the armor. So that would be pretty cool to see. Just Blue Beetle in general would be an awesome character to see. Number 9 on the list is Captain Atom. Did I say that wrong? No, Captain Atom. I think he would be an awesome character to have, because I love this character from watching Justice League Unlimited. And now, his name is Nathaniel Adams, and he was exposed. I think it was a radiation, I believe it was. And he turned out this silver. His body turned silver shiny kind of way, and it was pretty cool. It's he can fly, super strong and smart, and shoot energy blasts from his hands. I think it'd be a pretty cool character to have. Plus, I think this would be a cool dynamic to have with him, because I remember watching him on an episode of Justice League Unlimited where it was an episode. I forgot what it was called, but it was an episode where him, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and Supergirl went down to Earth to stop this giant monster that had that was on a fire monster with it was weird. And I forgot what Captain Atom did. I saw that episode a long time ago, but what he did was I think he was absorbing energy. But and in the process, a giant hole in his chest, and the radiation was coming out of him, and he had to fly off into space, really high up into high up into on Earth, and just exploded with radiation. And then later on in the episode, a scene of him of just a husk of his body, more like a skin, and just they're filling him up with the radiation again. So I think that'd be a cool dynamic. But I doubt they would do something like that. But yeah. I don't know, I've seen this character in so many things. I saw him in Brave and the Bold, Batman Brave and the Bold, Young Justice, in the 2 Ant-Man movies, Superman and Batman Public Enemies. He was great in that. What was it, Flashpoint Paradox. He was in there for a bit, but it was cool to have him, man. But still, I think it'd be an awesome character to have. Number 8 on the list would be Firestorm. Firestorm's this character, I think, was actually 2 different people. I think it was Ronnie and Jason, their names were. One's a high school student, one's a coach, a high school coach. So what happens is when they a radiation explosion combines them into one entity known as Firestorm. He's able to fly, super strong, and he can shoot radiation blasts. And what's also cool is he's able to turn solids into liquid, stuff like that. That would be awesome. that would be a cool dynamic to have in the game. Now, also, like, he is a cool character in general, like, also, like, what I think would be a funny animation, because usually there's always a funny animation every Lego character has. I think it was only in Lego Marvel Superheroes. I think it was Lego Batman. I only remember it in Lego Marvel Superheroes. But yeah, I cool animation he would have is where, like, if you pulled out a mirror, looked at himself and saw his hair on fire, because his hair is always on fire when he's Firestorm. And it would be funny if he probably just like try putting it out and like just like pour a glass of water on it and like it would be out, then he looks in the mirror and it catches on fire again, and then he's just like disappointed. I think that would be a funny animation to have if he was in the game. But also, since these two entities, this is an idea I thought if he was in the game. Since these two entities hold Y, they sort of the same thing I said with Blue Beetle. Hold Y and he could turn into but since there's two people, it wouldn't work. So this is what I thought of. Hold Y one time. If you hold Y, turn back into like a normal person, into your secret identity, you could turn into Jason. But another time you want to turn back into your secret identity, you could turn into Ronnie. So I think that would be a cool idea to have. But in general, Firestorm was awesome. I love him. He was cool in Super Friends, but I would really love him. I really loved him in his first episode of Batman Breaking the Bold. That episode was funny, including with Batman and stuff. But yeah, I think it would be an awesome hero to have. Number 7 on the list is an Ocean Master. Yeah, he's a bad guy. Yes, we're now getting the bad guys. Ocean Master, I think it would be a cool villain to have because we know Aquaman will be in the game, so his villains will have to be in the game. Now we know Black Manta. If Aquaman's in the game, Black Manta has to be in it. So I didn't put him on. I didn't put Black Manta on this list, but Ocean Master, I think he'd be an awesome character to have. Cause like he's one. I think he's a big threat to the Justice League now, mainly because of the Justice League New 52 story arc of the Throne of Atlantis, where in that what happens in that story arc, Aquaman, I think this is what happened, because like Aquaman becomes a ghost, leaves Atlantis to help the surface world, and his brother Norm, aka Ocean Master, takes over the throne and tells him not to invade the surface world, but he does anyways in the Throne of Atlantis story arc. So, plus in general, the Ocean Master character design looks pretty cool. Like he looks cool. Like I think he'd be an awesome character. He would be able to breathe underwater, carry the trident around. Like he'd be like a pretty badass character, I believe. That'd be like, I don't know. I just think he'd be a fun character to play as. He was great in some anime movies like the Flash One Paradox. We see him briefly in Justice League War, and he's gonna be in the next anime movie, like Justice League from Atlantis. We all know that's what it's gonna be called. But yeah, I just really think it'd be a cool character to have. It'd be fun to have this character. So yeah. Number 6 on the list is Red Tornado. I really love this character. He's like really awesome. Like I've actually while back on a couple of his comic books. Like a little story arc, I believe it was. That's for Red Tornado involving him in Red Volcano, and I think her name was Red Torpedo, and stuff like that. And this Red Tornado his real name is John Smith, but he's actually an android created by Tio Morrow. He's a Tio Morrow, who's an important scientist in the comics, and he originally designed Red Tornado to be an evil, but he denied the programming and became good. Like always, of course. Like that's I've seen that so many times with robots. I think he can create a cool character because he can control tornadoes. He can shoot tornadoes from his body. He can fly. But the way he flies is a tornado surrounds his legs and he'll be able to fly. That'd be cool. And that'd be really cool to see. And it's I think that'd be interesting to see. Red Tornado is so cool. The way this Red Tornado looks, there'll be a tornado on the ground, and it'll be spiraling up until you'll see Red Tornado's torso and his leg will be inside the tornado. So that's how it would work. That would be pretty cool to have Red Tornado. I've seen him in many things. He was brief in Justice League Unlimited. I saw him a couple of times in Justice League Unlimited. Brave and the Bold, I like his character design. Not so much his character in general. He was good, but not that good in my opinion. And Young Justice, he was really good in that show. I just really think he would be an awesome character to have. Number 5 on the list, Amazo. This guy is another bad guy. He's an android, again. And basically what happens, he's created by a scientist named Professor Ivo, and he's an android designed to copy the Justice League's powers. So he can copy all other powers. So we can have Superman's powers, Flash's powers, Green Lantern's powers. They can have all those powers. So yeah, I think he'd be a really cool character to have. He'd be one of those characters who could do everything at once. I think he'd be an awesome character to have. but he wouldn't be able to have every single one of their powers. I think you would only have to have like at least one of each of their powers. So this is what I thought of. For Superman, give him the heat vision. Let's start this. Let's restart. From Superman, give him the heat vision. From Wonder Woman, give him the flying ability. From Flash, obviously, give him the speed ability. From Cyborg, give him the strength ability, because in Lego Batman 2, Cyborg was able to pull on orange handles, which are usually, like, in Lego games, there's usually, in superhero games, there's usually these orange handles that are required for super strong people to hold. In Lego Batman games, there's usually orange handles that a really strong character must pull on to, like, open. And that's what Cyborg could do in Lego Batman 2. So, he should have that ability from Cyborg. Give him, like, the ability to form green Lego builds, like Green Lantern can. And from Martian Manhunter, give him his, shapeshifting ability, because we know in the game, Martian Manhunter will be able to turn into a giant big fig because of his shapeshifting ability. There could be a chance if he is in the game, Amazo is in the game, he probably is a big fig, but I doubt that. Like, I'd probably want him as a small fig, and, like, but then, like, turn into a big fig. Like, yeah. But if he was a big fig, he wouldn't be able to fly, but still, whatever. I don't know, I think he'd be an awesome hero to have in this game. Number 4 on the list is another bad guy, Darkseid. Darkseid would be pretty cool. He's awesome in Justice League Volume 1. I've read it so many times, he's really good. Darkseid, he would be a big thing in the game, which would be awesome. He's just so cool. Like, he's super strong. He can fly, and his laser eyes are so incredible. Like, they're called unibeams. Are they called? No, they're called omega beams. I think. I forget. But his laser eyes, he can shoot them out of his eyes, but they can move. His lasers can move. So let's say if, like, his lasers were coming out of his eyes, they could, like, zip around like that, which is, like, pretty cool. That'd be awesome to see. But yeah, like, he has so many powers, like, pretty cool. It'd be an awesome hero to see. That sounds weird. To see. My friend on the list is another villain, Deathstroke. Come on, we have to get Deathstroke in this game. He would be awesome. Like, cause they revealed that there's gonna be a mechanic in the game called a weapons wheel, where you'll be able to have this wheel of weapons where you could change from a different weapon. Okay, that's what I heard. That's what we're gonna get in this game. And like, Deathstroke would be the perfect character for that. Yeah, cause, like, and Deathstroke has a number of weapons. He has, like, swords. He has, like, he has katanas, like, or swords and katanas, same things. He has guns, ninja stars, bombs. I think machine guns. Like, he has so many weapons. He would be perfect for that. And, like, but in general, he'd be an awesome hero to have. He'd be so cool to have. We actually need him in this game. So yeah, come on, come on, put him in, guys. Number 2 on the list is Green Arrow. Come on, Green Arrow is a more surprising character that should be in the game. Like, I'm surprised he wasn't in the last game. Like, in last game, in the console versions, like Xbox and PlayStation, there's like a number of DC characters, but no Green Arrow. In the DS version, there are a number of characters that weren't in the console versions, but no Green Arrow. So we have to have Green Arrow in this game. And, like, he'd be awesome. Like, they would probably go for the New 52 design, since they're using the New 52 designs. Like, some of the characters, but still. If we did have him, and we would have the New 52 design, but I would also want his, like, arrow design from the TV show. So yeah, like, he'd be like our Hawkeye from the Lego Marvel Superheroes game. It's like, you have so many cool arrows that have, like, his normal arrows, like explosive arrows, net arrows, grappling hook arrows, and of course the famous boxing glove arrow. If he wasn't the name, we need the boxing glove arrow. Come on. Like, just in general, he'd be an awesome hero to have. Put him in. Number 1 on the list is Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond, which in general is be an awesome character. And he was famous from his TV show, but got so popular he got into DC's main continuity. So yeah, he'd be pretty cool. Like, Batman Beyond, I think he'd be an awesome character. Like, he would have all the standard Batman tools, like the Batarang, grappling hook, but like he would have other ones. Like, he has like a back, like wings, like right. It would like has wings on him. Like, they're like attached to his right here. And he could fly. That'd be cool to see. And he can also like go invisible in TV shows. That's pretty cool to see. That'd be awesome to have. And also, there's one ability he could do in his suit, which I saw in the TV show in an episode where, like, he was spying on. I think his name was Warren Powers. I think it was Warren Power. I don't know. It had power in the name. Like, he put his the ends, the fingerprints of these fingers up to the glass window where he was in. Like, he was in the room where he put his fingers up to a glass window, and like afterwards you could hear like the conversation he was having, and you could hear it through his calendars. That would be cool. Plus, in general, Batman Beyond the costume design is awesome. We just can't actually, and like we need this character. I think it'd be a really cool character design. Now, you probably think he would be an alternate skin for Batman, but I don't think so. Because remember how in the Marvel superheroes how Superior Spider-Man was in there, but he wasn't Spider-Man's alternate costume. The alternate costume for Spider-Man was Future Foundation Spider-Man. Like, so the Superior Spider-Man was a totally different character. That's why I think we would have for this Batman, since it's not Bruce Wayne, it's actually Terry McGinnis in the Batman Beyond suit. So we'd have Batman as one character, but then Batman Beyond as another character. And we could have an alternate skin of Batman, like maybe Dark Knight Returns, Year One, the Azrael Batman, I don't know. But yeah, in general, I think this would be a cool character. Thank you guys for watching this list. Tell me if there's anyone, thank you guys for watching top 10 videos again. Tell me in the comments down below if there's anyone I missed. There probably are, because there's a lot of great characters still out there. But yeah, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next top 10 video. Later.